countries, but we would look to prove out the business model in the US and then license out to distributors ex-US, such as Europe and Brazil and so forth.
You say it's a tough market. Why so?
Yeah, why do you say it? In today's video, we're checking out Zomedica Pharmaceutical and we're seeing what their CFO, Shamiz, has to say about it. Guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, then if you're not, then welcome back, I guess. But my name is Ronnie MP and we are about to check out this video. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Here today at the LD Micro Conference in New York. I've got Shamiz Rambatab from Zomedica Pharmaceuticals. Good afternoon. Thanks for your time today.
Good afternoon.
Tell us a bit about Zomedica just to kick us off with, Shamiz. 2 diagnostic platforms that you're working on at the moment?
Yes. Zomedica is a 3-year-old animal health solutions company with 2 diagnostic platforms and 4 drugs in development. We are listed on the NYSE American and also the TSX Venture Exchange.
Tell me about these 4 drugs in development.
The 4 drugs are typically, these are compounded drugs. So what's in the vet's pharmacy cabinet? Veterinarians who treat your dog and your cat, they are clinicians but also pharmacists. They actually dispense drugs and they make money on those drugs. But we've identified some of the drugs that they typically write a script for, and it has to be, these are typically human generic drugs that have to be filled by a compound pharmacist. So it has to be put into an oral solution or into a transdermal formulation so you can give it to your dog or your cat. In those cases, the vet loses that revenue stream. So what we're doing is we're developing these drugs in the right dosage format, at the right dosage levels, so that the vet can actually keep them in stock because they will be FDA, CVM approved, Center for Veterinary Medicine approved, and they can write the script, dispense it, and make a profit on it. So we're all about helping the vet be a better veterinarian, take care of those animals.
And these are treatments for what in particular?
So the first 2 products are actually antidiarrheals. Metronidazole is the active pharmaceutical ingredient there. The 3rd product is methimazole, which is for hyperthyroidism. Right. And the 4th product is for behavioral disorders in cats, such as inappropriate urination, and it's Prozac. That's the active pharmaceutical ingredient.
Just for those not too familiar, what's the process here in bringing these to market?
Very similar to the human process, however, in that you have to do some formulation studies, PK, PD profiles, and then you run well-structured clinical trials versus a standard of care, for example, in a multi-armed study. But in companion animals, you have to show both safety and efficacy, but you don't need thousands of animals. So it is quicker, it is shorter, it costs less money.
How much quicker and how much shorter are we talking?
We've given guidance that we're not going after new chemical entities, so these will take 3 to 5 years to take through to FDA CVM submission, and this could in the range of anywhere from $3 to $7 million.
This was 3 to 5 years back then, by the way, because this is quite an old one. But since we're doing a hell of a lot of research into Zomedica just to see what exactly is going on, so you know we're doing what we're doing now.
It could be hundreds of millions of dollars.
So I suppose you'll be turning your attention to marketing at some point in the near future, will you?
Yes. Next year, well, by the end of this year, we're turning our attention to marketing for our 2 diagnostic platforms. One is a canine cancer diagnostic, and the second platform is a real-time pathogen detection system that would be a point-of-care device that the vets would have in clinic.
And which?
Beautiful. So that's exactly what he's talking about right there. I believe he's talking about True Forma. This was back then. So it's nice to see that they planned this a while ago and now we're about to witness it, you know, the end of March the 30th. So very exciting stuff.
Are you eyeing initially? Is it
just
US?
The US, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere,
US,
baby.
It's a tough market in the US. We are based in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so we're working in our home country, and we have seen some interest in other countries, but we would look to prove out the business model in the US and then license out to distributors ex-US, such as Europe and Brazil and so forth.
You say it's a tough market. Why so?
You know, the vets here are well schooled in veterinarian medicine compared to some of the other countries.
Right. And, yeah, why would you say it's tough,
We've identified some pain points for the U.S.
He's being honest.
One of 2 very important pain points is veterinarians have a lot of financial stress. It's a cash business in the U.S. So when you produce products, you present it to the veterinarian, the vet has to subsequently try and sell this to the pet owner. And that presents a problem. So it has to be compelling. They really do need this product. It has to be priced appropriately because it is a cash business. It's not that, oh, my insurance company will pay for this. No, the pet owner pays for it every time they go visit the vet. So that's one side. The other veterinary pain point is compassion fatigue. In the U.S., talk to your neighborhood vet. They got into the industry because they wanted to help animals. But the reality is they're putting down animals every single day.
And that is very true as well, because I did my research, and that is quite a high number of animals, being put down, and
in their care.
And
they're challenging the process. They want to have better technology, better products to help take care of those animals, and not put down as many.
Yeah.
From an investor's perspective, what's interest like in animal health? I mean, is it quite niche-y?
It used to be considered niche. Our timing is unique right now in that just last week, Eli Lilly spun out their animal health arm called Elanco in a $1.7 billion IPO. And it was led by the Morgan Stanleys, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgans, and that was done at $24 a share. The stock is trading at $34 a share. Animal health is no longer considered niche. It's probably thought more of a subsector of the whole life sciences sector. There are some other bigger players, but I think investors are starting to invest the time to understand animal health, and it is unique and different than human health because there are a number of other opportunities to invest in animal health. Now, the big players and the smaller players like Zomedica.
Shamiz, great to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for your time.
That was a really, really good interview. It gives you some insight into the business, some of the fundamentals, what's going on. But I mean, that was back then. So now, imagine now, the animal sector is definitely massive, especially considering through what we just went through, the Rona, yeah? What we went through, it was a difficult time, and you can see the numbers for companion animals skyrocketed to the roof. And I mean, when I'm doing a ton of this research, I'm seeing every single page that I'm coming across is like, yeah, I was very lonely, and thank God I had my pet, or thank God I had my cat, my dog, because they kept me, entertained, and all of this stuff through the Rona. And we're still going through it. I don't even want to mention on camera right now, bad vibes, but you get the gist. Honestly speaking, let me not even lie, I believe that there is a ton of potential right here, right now, but the execution has to be there, and I'm so curious and excited at the same time to see what's going to happen on March the 30th. Don't forget, this is only the launch, so meaning they're just launching the product, okay? As for the sales, we're going to have to wait and see when that's going to start rolling in, or if, and all of that great stuff that comes along with it. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, then smash that like button. It honestly helps out a ton, and it helps bring this video out in front of like-minded people such as you and me. As for Zomedica stock, it took quite a major dip right there, okay? But that's because they did some offering, and it was unannounced. The hitters after hours, unannounced. It went from 25 million to all the way to 173 million, I believe. So that dip happened there, right there. A lot of people were taking profits as well, so they was cashing out some of the profits, but look at that jump. So we're now going back up fairly steady, and I would say by tomorrow I should be in a profit. Right now I'm currently in the red, deep in the red, by the way. Zomedica is definitely high risk, so be sure if you want to join in that you invest money that you are willing to lose. Basically, I have to keep it 100. You're willing to lose, and you won't lose sleep at night. I mean, I can't say the same for me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But putting all jokes aside, make sure the money that you have in there, you won't jump off a bridge. And if you realize that you lost your investment, we are talking about a penny stock at the end of the day. But really and truly, I see this share, or the share price, the stock, skyrocketing to the moon and beyond. Back it meets Tesla, and then, or maybe not Tesla. Let's not push it, but you get the gist. So that's what one day is looking like. 5 days, a month, 6 months, a year to date, a year, and so forth and beyond. But right there at the end, a low-key is looking like Tesla, that jump literally off to Mars. So guys, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to smash that like button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Link in the description. Join the Discord group. Use the discount code for the YouTube beginner course. That's right there for you guys, as well as the program as well for the stock beginner as well is right there for you guys to get you started. Check out that awesome video right there, right there. YouTube is Ronnie MP.